What's up, guys? Got a crazy battle for you today. I had a couple days ago, and it's probably the haxiest match that I've ever had. But before we get into it, I want to talk about my team a little. It's a pretty cool team, got some pretty unique sets on it. One thing that I've been wanting to try out is a Choice Specs Vaporeon. You know, Vaporeon is known for its bulk, but it's got base 110 special attack. So give it some Choice Specs and then put it in the rain, and this thing can hit really hard. I also have a Choice Specs Dragonite on this team. Most people run the physical Dragonite because it's got really nice attack, but it's got a good special move pool, and a lot of its moves actually benefit from the rain. As you see, it's got Hurricane, Surf, and Thunder, which in the rain are all really nice moves. So he's got the Choice Specs, he can hit really big. And then because this team was kind of lacking speed, the only priority is Ice Shard on Donphan, I decided to use a Choice Scarf Volcarona. Volcarona has base 135 special attack, and he has Hurricane. So he can hit hard and he can hit fast. And people just don't expect a Scarfed Volcarona. So that's pretty cool. Everything else is pretty standard, you know. So not much else to talk about. Let's get into the battle. I'm going to lead off with Politoed. He's going to lead off with this Jirachi. He's either going to U-turn or set up rocks. So in case he wanted to set up rocks, I just went for the Scald. He does end up U-turning. I figured he would go into this Toxicroak, but don't want to overpredict too early. Now I'm actually going to stay in an Encore in case he wanted to bulk up or sub or something, but he does switch into his Politoed. That's alright. I can get up a Toxic now. I do run a little bit of speed to outspeed other Politoads, and he hits his Hypnosis. So that kind of sucks, but at the same time, I don't really care about this Politoed. It's not going to do a whole lot against his team. Now it goes into Thundurus. I'm going to stay and try and wake up an Encore in case he wants to Nasty Plot or something, but he does overpredict and goes for the HP Ice. So now he's got a switch, and I'm free to get up a sub. He does go back on his Toxicroak, and as you saw from my move pool before, I can't do anything with this thing. The least I can do is Encore him into something. Encore him into the Drain Punch. Now I'm going to go into Volcarona to resist it and maybe get a burn off. But he either predicts that or the Donphan and makes a nice play, goes into a Azumarill. I gotta get out of there, going to Politoed to take an Aqua Jet. Holy crap, that's Banded. I am specially defensive, not physically, so that did a whole lot. Make a bit of a risky play, predict the Toxicroak, go into Donphan. He's scared of the Earthquake, so now I'm free to set up rocks. Now, he's switching a lot, so I really want my rocks to stay. So I'm just going to stay in and force this Starmie to try and kill me. Now it's at the point where if he goes for a Rapid Spin, he's going to lose this Starmie. So he does just kill me off, which means my rocks are going to stay. Now I'm free to go into Volcarona. He's not expecting a Scarf Volcarona. No one does. So that's an easy kill with the Bug Buzz. But now he can go into his Azumarill. Of course I don't want to take a water move, so I got to switch into my Politoed. He goes for the Waterfall this time and just cleans me up. Holy crap, the Azumarill in the rain is strong. Now I predict the Toxicroak, go for the Ice Beam, and actually get a nice crit. I don't know if that mattered a whole lot, because I think even after a Drain Punch it would have been a 2-hit KO. Now, I don't want anything else to take a Thunder, so I gotta let Vaporeon die. I'm free to go into Jirachi now, who can take one, and go for the Body Slam, hopefully get a Para, but get a crit instead. So that's 2 crits. May or may not have mattered, you know, I could have Para Flinched him. Now it gets the Politoed in, go for the Iron Head, get another crit, and a flinch. So things are looking good. You know, I just gotta keep Iron Head, keep flinching, we can get rid of this thing. But Jirachi decides that he doesn't want to get HAX anymore. So he does not get the flinch, he goes for the Scald, and of course, what do you expect? He's gonna get the burn. But I do survive, and I predict the switch, go for a Body Slam, trying to get Para on something. He goes into Jirachi, I do get off the Body Slam, but nothing happens. Jirachi just didn't want to get any more hacks after that one crit. So now I'm going to go into Volcarona, and I'm going to lock myself into a Bug Buzz, because that hits everything for neutral. And if it is a more offensive Jirachi, that would still do a decent amount. Now, I have to stay in. I just want to try and get maybe a Flame Body on this thing. He overpredicts, goes for the Ice Punch, does get the burn, but I get frozen. Holy crap. My giant fiery moth, who is literally on fire, is frozen. So now I have to stay in. I'm trying to thaw out, trying to go for a bug buzz just to get damage. He fodders off his Azumarill, which, you know, makes sense because it wasn't going to do anything for him. Now he's in Jirachi. I'm like, okay, well, if I'm going to be frozen, maybe he can at least get a Flame Body burn. And he does. So that's 2 for 2 on Flame Body burns for Volcarona. That's awesome. And now, even if I don't thaw out, which, spoiler alert, I don't, at least Jirachi is burned, which means my Dragonite, with his multi-scale intact, should be able to take a couple Iron Heads. So all I have to do is not flinch, and I win this game. He goes for Iron Head, gets a crit, breaks a multi-scale, and gets a flinch. I'm like, alright, well, as long as he doesn't flinch me anymore, I can take a couple, but he gets another crit, and a flinch. So 2 crits with a burn Jirachi, that means I can't win. So that was just a crazy battle. And this guy was actually talking shit to me at the end of the battle because of the crits that I got. So, I don't know. It was just ridiculous. But it was a fun match. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you all next time.